A lesser narcissist in action? Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. As you know, I provide you with unrivaled information about narcissism, helping you to understand the way that my kind think and operate, so that you are informed and can protect yourselves. My channel has a wealth of information about narcissism. Examples using prominent individuals, the famous and infamous, so that you have real-life examples to help you understand. The perspectives of the different sub-schools, the relationship with the victims, things that will cause problems for the narcissist, the way that you can protect yourself. There's a massive amount of material here, and also, of course, in the written work on my blog at narcsite.com and in the Knowledge Vault, details which can be found in the video description. As you know, I categorize narcissists into different schools: lesser, mid-range, greater, ultra, and lesser, mid-range, and greater are divided into sub-schools. Lesser narcissists appear frequently. They tend to be easier to spot because they don't operate with facades. But it's always important for you to apply some of your learning to the work that I provide. Many of you are keen students of my work, initially, of course, to try and solve a problem that you have yourselves, and then because you find the subject absolutely fascinating and interesting to delve into. I often explain to many of my clients that once you start to understand narcissism, it's like being given a key to the understanding of much of human behavior. You now understand why your neighbour's so difficult, why that customer that you dealt with all that time ago just could not be pleased. You start to understand why politicians and world leaders behave the way that they do, why that pop star engaged on that self-destructive path, and so forth. And it's a very liberating form of knowledge. Accordingly, I like you to apply your learning to situations, and it's gratifying when I see in the comments that people say, I was watching such and such and I could hear HG's voice saying assertion of control, receipt of fuel, secondary source, and so on and so forth. I'm pleased that you're applying my knowledge that I have imbued and imparted to you. I'm going to play for you in a moment a piece of video which I want you to watch a couple of times for the purposes of formulating your own views about what's going on. I want you to ask yourself, first of all, are you watching a narcissist in action? Are you watching more than one narcissist in action? And if so, who are the narcissists in the scenario? Then, having established whether you believe that you're seeing one or more narcissists in action in the footage, I want you to tell me, do you see a lesser narcissist at all? More than one lesser narcissist? And if so, why not have a go at trying to determine the sub-school? For those of you unfamiliar, there's lower lesser, middle lesser, upper lesser A, the affable arsehole, upper lesser B, the bullying, bombastic, belligerent bastard. Watch the video material and formulate in your mind, do you see one narcissist, two narcissists, three narcissists? However many narcissists you see, state in the comments section, and then give me your observations about the sub-school. You can provide as much detail as you like to validate and justify the decision that you've come to. Similarly, if you don't see any narcissists, say as such and perhaps say why. This is a learning exercise and is very useful for you to use some actual video footage, not of anybody particularly famous at all, although the individual concerned may be more famous than or infamous than he'd wish, but it helps you sharpen your narc spotting abilities and the application of all of the material that I provide to you. Then, in a follow-up video, but I'm going to do it separately so you have a chance to watch this and then comment, and then in a follow-up video, which will be released very shortly after this one, you can then hear my analysis of what's going on and find out whether you were right or not. So, get ready. Here comes the footage.
Hello. Officer, I will be placed on it. The reason why I'm stopping you is speed. 57 and a 35. You're going 57 and a 35, sir. You have your driver's license, proof of insurance. Why are you getting out of the car, sir?
I gotta get my driver's license.
12 radio, this male just stepped out of the vehicle. Step over here now. Have a seat on the ground. Have a seat.
I'm not sitting. I'm not sitting!
Back up! Back up!
I'm not sitting, motherfucker!
We're getting physical. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not sitting.
I will tase you, sir. Touch the vehicle. Put your hands on the fucking vehicle now!
What the fuck? Son of a bitch!
Radio summon units. Roll over on your stomach now. Fucking ground.
Knock it off, man! Knock it off now! Get your arm behind you!
Put your arm behind your back. Okay, get your cuffs. Get your cuffs. Get your cuffs.
Shut up! Shut up!
You don't do that to a woman. Do you understand me? Pop or not, you don't do that to a woman.
Right, Jake, get him on.
Take it down. What the fuck? Don't do that to a woman. Alright, you raised you.
Alright.
You're good up here. You're good.
Male's detained at this time. You can slide.
Roll on your side. Stand up. Walk back to my car.
Okay, there you have it. Feel free to watch again, and then in the comments provide me with your observations as to whether you see any narcissists at all, how many if you do, perhaps the reasons why, and the appropriate sub-school if you determine there to be one. I look forward to seeing you flexing your skills. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for watching.